Hello, BookTube. Cheers. Another gray and dismal day here in Vermont. I don't know what's going on this year. We had a pretty nice day yesterday and managed to get the lawn mowed and all that, which is good, which is really good. So the whole month was pretty wet, and then, of course, we're starting off August the same way. But another thing we're starting in August is Book Trek 2021. And I'm thrilled about this. I'll link the co-host down in the show notes. And we're reading novels. And August, it's a 5-month mission, but August is the original series. And so we're reading novels. I showed the novels I was going to read, I think, yesterday. So these are novels about the original crew. Captain Kirk, Mr. Spock, Dr. McCoy, Scotty, Uhura, Chekhov, Sulu, that sort of thing. But I thought I'd do something a little different today. I haven't even started reading, but I guess I'll start with Ice Trap today by L.A. Graff. So I thought I'd do something a little different. I have a lot of Star Trek nonfiction. And I thought I'd show you some different types of that nonfiction. And we're going to start off, there's memoirs. So this is Shatner talking about the late Leonard Nimoy, who played Spock. I thought this would be a little self-serving, and I didn't think it would be that great a read, but I had to read it. And I was pleasantly surprised. It was quite good. So if you want to read about that sort of thing, there you have it. So it's a memoir. So the subtitle is My 50-Year Friendship with a Remarkable Man, and he certainly was remarkable. The other type of thing you get, and I have a few of them here, they tend to be like technical little write-ups of a variety of kind. This one here is The World of Star Trek, the show the network couldn't kill, by David Jarrell, who was an episode writer. He wrote the very famous Trouble with Tribbles. This thing came out in 1973, and this is the 6th printing of the same year. You get a lot of these. There's Gene Roddenberry. I don't want to bend it up too much here. Some shots from the show. Let's see what this says on the back. Gene Roddenberry's brilliant conception, the first viable science fiction world designed for a TV series. And the fans who saved it. So then another one, David Jarrell. I said he wrote the Trouble with Tribbles. He was very young. This is the birth, sale, and final production of one episode. The story behind The Trouble with Tribbles by David Jarrell. There's the Tribbles, very famous. Little shot there. And so he talks about the making of the show. There's McCoy and Scotty. This is great. Chekhov's looking pretty dapper there. In Uhura. So yeah, we have the story of the making of one episode. Here we have Star Trek Lives, personal notes and anecdotes. What the creators of Star Trek are doing now, their goals and achievements since Star Trek, and their plans for Star Trek's return. We were all filled with hope about that. Here is Chekhov's Enterprise, a personal journal of the making of Star Trek The Motion Picture by Walter Koenig. And this one's signed by him. And there's some scenes from the movie. Another thing you get, well, Steve just sent, Donahue just sent these to me. So you have, these are Star Trek blueprints of the Enterprise. Here's a Fleet Technical Manual. just open up here and give you an idea what that looks like. You have a compendium, the research and complete Star Trek reference ever published. That's probably been surpassed a few times. So you would just get little notes about the show, which could be handy. Yeah, let me see if I get a better picture. Very interesting. And then here's a concordance. It actually has a little flip wheel here. I don't know if you can see it very well. Let me try this. I'll do get a hold of it without ripping it. So let's see. Let me pick a show. So Amok Time, the star date. So there's a show. The star date is 3372.7, and it's on page 54 of the book. Sort of a slick little thing. And then you have this sort of stuff. Then you get these off-the-wall things. Why was Star Trek the most popular series of all time? Meaning in Star Trek by Karen Blair. There's a little blurb by Leonard Nimoy. What's really cool in here, I don't know if any of you remember this. I forgot it was in here. I'm going to get it out without messing up the book. We used to, I don't know how many times I ordered these. Science Fiction Book Club. So what do we have here? We have Star Wars, Gateway by Fred Pohl, A World at a Time by Larry Niven, Foundation Trilogy by Asimov. Then, of course, you'd have a bunch more to choose from. It's almost like they did with record clubs, but they did it with science fiction books. And another odd one like that is The Computers of Star Trek. Lois Dresch and Robert Weinberg. So you find these little side track things all the time on Star Trek stuff. But then for really high quality, to me the highest quality are these volumes. There's actually 6 of them in 2 sets of 3. The first one is These Are the Voyages, TOS Season 1. This is everything you could possibly want to know about the show. So here it is. I was obviously reading, and this is the bookmark that goes with it. I was reading about Mudd's Women, or about to, so it tells you the teleplays by, that's over here, who were uncredited writers, the story by Gene Roddenberry, directed by Harvey Hart. All sorts of details about the show, what went on, backgrounds about production, and the production diary, ratings up against the shows it was in its time slot. Always better than you hear apocryphally. Star Trek did quite well, which shouldn't be all that big a surprise, and was up against some pretty big shows. So you get that sort of thing. You find out, you know, some of the other stuff the actors have worked on. So I've got those as Season 1, Season 2. Where am I at? Oh, I went to the wrong one. Season 2. Look at that, getting all messed up. That's because I got a small desk and I got piles of books everywhere. Just give you an idea. And Season 3. Absolutely wonderful reference works. And then for after that, the one I tried to show out of order here. Let me get it organized here. So this is 75, 77, 70 to 70. So this is 1970 to 75. Again, these are the same productions. It's Mark Cushman and it's Jacobs Brown. You can order these. If you're a real Trek big time Trekkie. They're well worth having. You see the animated series. These talk about and how they're put together and what the storyline. Some of those storylines are much better than people think, because obviously animation has changed so much. But they go by episode. But they also tell you background, what's going on in the world of Star Trek, or the creators, or the plans for the movie. So this is 75 to 77. There we go. Let's see if we can find something. There's Nimoy. Get a lot of background at the time. This was the time most of us were waiting around, hoping something would happen, not quite ever believing it, but always hopeful. And then here's the last one, 78 to 80. Like I said, these are fantastically put together. You can just get online if you want them. Let me see here. And we're getting into the movies. So, like I said, that's Jacobs Brown is the publisher, and Mark Cushman is the compiler, I guess you'd say, author. I don't know what you do. So that's, I mean, I've got more stuff, but it covers like all the series. I've got the 2 volumes of Edward Gross and Mark Altman's The 50-Year Mission. I got some Next Generation concordances and companions and all sorts of stuff. It's all up over here. You can't really see it. I don't know why I'm looking at it. But and a lot of the novels. But there's some fun non-fiction. So I thought I'd throw it out there, see if anybody was interested in it. And there's a lot more of it. I mean, who knows? So you could probably build quite a huge collection just on non-fiction. I've got books on just different kinds of ships and stuff like that. So this is book 2, Book Trek 2021. I'll start reading my novel tonight. Today was the first day we were doing that. And I'll put links to the hosts, or you can just use the hashtag Book Trek 2021. You'll find people who are doing it, so who are participating. So I hope all is well, and cheers. Thank you, BookTube.